One of the funniest videos I've seen in a long time. Over the weekend goes viral. This is Proud Boys met by a group, I think called Patriot Front. It's hard to tell exactly who these people are because they wear masks over their faces. And this is a group, in recent months, maybe a year, you've seen this group, Patriot Front, come to the fore, and they march, and they seem really on the nose. And I think, I've never really heard of this group, and I'm pretty in it. You know, it's my job to read about what's going on politically in the United States, especially on the right. I don't really know anything about these guys. It seems kind of like it's right there in the name. It seems kind of like a front. You know, we know that federal agents infiltrate these supposedly right-wing grassroots groups. We've seen the memoranda from the FBI. We've seen these guys get caught. Do you remember at the Justice for January 6th rally where pretty much no one showed up other than journalists and federal agents? There was this famous picture taken of guys who are obviously feds. They're all wearing the same brandless clothing. That they've all got the same haircut they probably got done at Langley or at the FBI headquarters. They're all wearing the same shades. They're all checking their 5 and their 6 and their 7. They're all wearing the same Garmin watch. It was such a joke. And what's funny now, by the way, is if you Google this picture, if you look for it on Google, it won't turn up. If you look for it on Twitter, it won't turn up. You can say, Justice for January 6th rally, feds, J6 feds, whatever. It doesn't show up. You can't find it. I had to go to Bing to find that picture, even though that picture was everywhere at the time. So we know that this kind of stuff happens. And there's a video of the Proud Boys going up to these supposed American neo-Nazis and saying, get the hell out of here. You guys are not part of us. You're obviously feds. Go away. So you get the guy in like the mullet, Proud Boy, waving the American flag, going up to these supposed American Nazis, saying, get out of here. We don't want you here. You're obviously just infiltrator, hack shills. Go away. And they do back them off. They do. All these guys who very conveniently are covered up in their shades and their face masks, they get out of here. And some of the Proud Boys then tried to, I think, unmask them, and it created a whole issue. Now, look, I don't know if those guys are feds. I don't know if those guys are there just to try to make the right look bad. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really care. However, there is one good piece of evidence that these guys might have. I'm not saying that they're actual employees of the federal government, that they might have some kind of connection, to the federal government. One piece of evidence here that they're feds is from Adam Kinzinger, former Republican member of Congress, who's a total shill for the liberal establishment. He tweets out, he says, these people, referring to conservative pundits who were laughing about this video, these people, all blue checks, are celebrating a seemingly MAGA assault on federal officers. Now, I don't know what this really is, but take a gander at the comments of the Patriots who love America. And reading that comment, you say, hold on, wait. You're admitting that Patriot Front is a bunch of feds? Adam Kinzinger, who is not the swiftest politician out there, that's why he's no longer in Congress, not necessarily the sharpest tool in the shed. He's out there, he's saying, this is outrageous. All these conservatives are laughing at an attack on federal agents. You say, no, man, you're supposed to pretend that they're not federal agents. And anyway, just a reminder that you really shouldn't believe everything you read in the liberal establishment papers because the reality of what's going on the right is not the way that it is portrayed. And I think people are beginning to wake up to this, and you're seeing it reflected in the polls and priorities of the real conservatives. Right now, text Knowles to 989898 as central banks in countries such as China, India, and Australia begin transitioning to digital currency. The Federal Reserve has been contemplating the same for the U.S. With a digital currency, the government could track every single purchase you make. Officials could even prohibit you from purchasing certain products or easily freeze or seize part or all of your money. Times like these are a great reminder to diversify a portion of your savings into gold. And you can do that with the help of Birch Gold. They are the people that I trust for gold. I'm very pleased to have some Birch Gold, and thousands of other people are very happy about that too. Birch Gold will help you convert an existing IRA or 401k into an IRA in gold. You don't have to pay a penny out of pocket. When currencies fail, gold is a safe haven. How much more time does the dollar have? Protect your savings with gold. Birch Gold has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Thousands of happy customers. Text Knowles, KNWLES, to 989898. Get your free info kit on gold. If a central bank digital currency becomes a reality, it will be nice to have some gold to depend on. Text Knowles, Knowles, to 989898. Right now, head on over to gcu.edu. I love Grand Canyon University. Grand Canyon University is one of the first schools that I ever visited when I was on my college speaking tour. I've been to dozens and dozens of schools, and GCU I love. I now work with two of the students who brought me to GCU that first time, one of them here at the Daily Wire, one over at the Young America's Foundation. It's just a great place, and with everything on your plate, earning your degree online might seem impossible. Well, Grand Canyon University's online programs are designed to make earning your degree easy and accessible, no matter your age or stage in life. Whether you are a busy professional looking to advance your career or a stay-at-home parent juggling family responsibilities, GCU's online courses give you the flexibility that you need to learn on your own terms. Grand Canyon University specializes in helping you fit your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree into your busy day. From scholarships to customized scheduling, your graduation team, led by your own GCU counselor, provides you with the personal support you need to succeed. So why wait, huh? If you're ready to take your education to the next level, you need Grand Canyon University. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. That is gcu.edu, gcu.edu. Do you remember? It's about a year ago, maybe even over a year ago. Texas Governor Greg Abbott, along with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, some other Republican leaders, decide to send illegal aliens out of their states to liberal strongholds. Governor DeSantis famously sent the illegal aliens to Martha's Vineyard, which was hilarious. Governor Abbott, though, he got a little less publicity for it, but he was sending the illegal aliens to places like Chicago and to places like New York. And at the time, here is what New York City liberal Democrat Mayor Eric Adams had to say about a political leader shipping illegal aliens to other states away from their cities and states.
This is horrific when you think about what the governor is doing, the governor of Texas, after a month of traveling across the border, placing on the bus with no direction to come here to New York. And New York is a city that has always represented the democratic values and the values of our city, of showing our compassion. And that's what we're doing today.
That's what we're doing today. This is horrific, to ship illegal aliens. Just because you don't want them in your state, in your city, you're going to just ship them out of there? Pass the buck? Outrageous. Until Mayor Adams just got caught doing exactly the same thing. Actually, not exactly the same thing. He is shipping the illegal aliens to other states. He's shipped them to over a dozen states. He's also shipping them to other countries. Eric Adams, so it's horrific to send illegal aliens from Texas to New York. He's shipping them to over a dozen other states and to 5 countries, including China, Venezuela, Colombia, Peru, and Ecuador. Awful, awful when a Republican does something. Wonderful when a Democrat does the same or a more egregious version of the very same thing. I'm not going to even bring up if the shoe were on the other foot. You know that's the epitaph on the headstone of conservatism. Imagine if the roles were reversed. Just pointing out that when the liberals make these arguments, this is horrific, violation of human rights, how could you ever see? They don't really mean it. They're just lying and using that political issue as a cudgel to beat the Republicans into submission. And the rock-ribbed conservatives see through this. I strongly suspect, there are plenty of liberals who listen to this show, I'm pleased to say, but the people who are listening to this show, if they're not rock-ribbed conservatives, they're at least independent thinkers who see through a lot of this piffle. But there are people, the squishes in the Republican Party, and the centrists, and the people who just want to be liked by the Washington Post and the New York Times, they're the ones who will join the chorus of the Eric Adamses who say, well, that's really awful. Actually, that's really awful to do that to those illegal aliens. We shouldn't do. We're better than that. No, that's a perfectly natural and just response to foreign aliens in your country or in your municipality illegally. It is perfectly natural and right and just to ship those people out of there. They just don't want us to do it because mass migration is, in large part, a political operation to to undermine the political and electoral viability of Republicans throughout the United States. That's why the libs did it. That's why the libs continue to do it. And when they have to bear the costs of that, the housing and the taxes, when they have to bear the political costs of that, which is even Democrat people in Democrat cities don't want to have to pay for this stuff, then they will sometimes ship them away. And they'll ship them back to the Republican states very often so that they don't have to deal with it. What a great clip that was. I know. You want more of them? You got to subscribe. Ring the bell to the Michael Knowles YouTube channel. We'll see you next time.